Hello, people, my beautiful people. I just want to switch it up a little bit, like do a Q&A. And the question is, um, what made me switch from religion to spirituality? And I just want to start off by saying, I think God is personalized. So, God, the universe, whoever you pray to is personal to you. And also, I always love God no matter what. Like Jesus, Jehovah, Yahweh, whoever you call them, we all praying to the same source energy, you know. And they try to confuse us by making us believe that, we're wrong for having this religion. It's another conquer and divide tactic to use against us, so somebody is always thinking that they're better or their religion is better or their God is better when really it's only one. So, okay, back to the question. When I was growing up, you know, this is for mainly like people are kind of over 30 because I just want to give the younger people credit by telling they're coming in woke. They're coming in with no religion. They're coming in knowing exactly who they are. And I noticed that, people 30 or better, we grew up with the religion. We grew up with going to church. So it's like a real transition for us. Also, as I came up, you know, first of all, another thing, we can't deny the presence. People could go around and say that there is no God. Like, you can't deny that presence that's around you. You can't deny it. It's just undeniable. So some people choose to ignore it and say, "Oh, it's science," but there's a science to everything, and God is everything. So, but as I was coming up, like going to church and stuff, I always kind of felt like I don't want to say I didn't belong, but it always made me be kind of in fear. And God, I don't think when they say fear God, they mean like be scared of Him. We fear Him because, and I don't even mean to call Him because that's just a conditioning of me. You know, I know God is everything. God is source, no gender. So I just want to correct that. So if you hear me saying He, then don't mind that. That's just a conditioning that I'm used to. Okay. So as I'm going to church and stuff, like something never kind of settled with me. And the most thing that didn't settle was that collection plate. And also seeing, always telling me I was wrong. Just for, being my own self. Like, how can I be wrong when the creator created me as him? Now lessons I do have to learn, to get like I want to be. The godly that I see. So but as a me growing up, dealing with my struggles, like the church was the last place that I could go to for help. You know, they say no to me, and it was a lot of little feelings that I had. As far as I can't do this and I can't do that and turn the other cheek, and I'm like, how do y'all want me to turn the other cheek when this person just slapped the shit out of me? No. Like, you want me to just bow down and kiss the feet? No, no, no. And as I start seeing what their discernment of right and wrong was, it just didn't line up with me. It didn't, and it just. I remember a time where I was just so scared because, like, I was in fear. I'm talking about a person could knock on the door without my stomach dropping in my heart, and that just wasn't right. And what I was fearing was being wrong, because I know God see everything. He see life through our eyes, So knowing that you are feeling like you on the wrong path, because I honestly don't think there is a wrong path. It's all about where your mind and your conscience is what's right in your path. So, yeah, brain fart. Oh, yeah, me being scared. Oh, my God. You talk about scared. I'm talking about if I stepped outside, I thought somebody was going to shoot me in my head or something. Like, that's how in fear I was. And I was just thinking that what they told me was impure in me was coming back to haunt me. And I couldn't live like that. I stopped, like, I ain't ever really, I've never ever really been a church goer. But the relationship that me and God have is far beyond that, you know, far beyond. And so I never really held myself accountable for not. I always felt judged in the church. I always felt like, and it might have been my own insecurities. It might have been, but it might not have been. Shoot, we got to trust the way we feel. We got to trust our intuition. So I don't know, just going into church and I just really didn't. It just wasn't sitting with me. It just wasn't. It wasn't. And I remember, like, I think the last time I went to church was maybe a good 5-6 years ago. And when I tell you, it was a hard day for me that day. And I was just trying to go get some healing. And when I tell you they passed that collection plate around like 6 times. I couldn't believe how much money they was asking the people for. I'm not gonna say everybody poor or nothing, but we work hard for our money. And government already taking a good big bite percentage out of it. So why y'all keep on taking money from us? Huh? We supposed to give us some money. You know what I mean? Come on now, give us money. Don't keep on passing y'all little weak ass collection plate around trying to act like, and then the pastor and the pastor's wife and their kids is running around flawless. Wow, you could barely pay your rent. That just didn't seem right. That didn't seem right to me, y'all. So, I had some people speak on to me about I don't really want to talk about religion because there's levels to it. It's levels to it. But I went on a journey and I practiced several different religions. And I learned something from all of them. So I don't think it was not significant. But overall, I'm a free spirit. My heart is pure. So I'm going to automatically do what I think is right in my heart. And I don't need no book or nobody telling me lies and the truth to confuse me to get me to be right. I am the universe. You are the universe. God He speaks inside. Only if you listen, though. If you going around listening to everybody else, what they believe, what was told to them, with no proof, with no then you're not even trusting in yourself. You're not. So I've learned to spirituality led me to learn how to trust myself. It led me to know who I am. Something that religion never did. Religion just made me feel like I was a bad person. But I knew in my heart that I wasn't. You know. And like letting go of that, it was kind of, I ain't gonna say kind of, it was the best thing ever. Because after that, I was free, and I'm free to mess up. And I'm free to not be right. But overall, my heart is pure, and it always wants to be right. So that's my spirit. That's my spirit. It just, it's going to seek godliness. Because that's who I am. And it gave me a confidence that religion never gave me. It gave me discernment that religion never gave me. And overall, it's just the best thing that ever happened to me. And I just hope like this message will help you to trust yourself, to trust your heart, to trust your path, and just to keep being great because you God. And I love y'all.